Tom Selleck's life appeared to be a public mystery for many years. The picture-perfect family, the serene ranch, and the endearing star. When a crew was eventually granted access to his private garage, however, they found more than just an assortment of high-end vehicles. Something that altered all of our preconceived notions about him was concealed beneath the dusty memories and shiny engines. Everybody was completely stunned by what they discovered. The adventure of Tom Selleck started in Detroit, Michigan on January 29, 1945. Growing up in a modest family, he was instilled with strong morals and a quiet will to succeed. There were no obvious indications of Hollywood celebrity in his early years. To be an athlete was actually his first dream. His height and discipline attracted notice, and he was awarded a basketball scholarship to the University of Southern California. However, life had another stage in store for him, as fate would have it. To help pay for his tuition, Tom began doing TV ads while he was a student. Unexpected doors were opened by the advertising. His charisma, self-assurance, and timeless beauty soon drew tiny acting offers and modeling agencies. His breakthrough came in 1980 with the television series Magnum Pie, where he played Thomas Magnum, a private detective in a Hawaiian paradise, and became a household name after years of hardship, rejections, and little parts. He was one of the most identifiable figures of the 1980s due to his laid-back sense of humor, tough demeanor, and distinctive mustache. He received an Emmy and multiple Golden Globe nods for the part. His portrayal of the role, which was a combination of fierce hero and laid-back comrade, was well received by viewers. Selleck made a successful transition to the big screen after Magnum Pie, 3 Men and a Baby. His film became the highest-grossing film of 1987. His notoriety was further enhanced by the tale of 3 bachelors unexpectedly parenting a child, which revealed to viewers his lighter, humorous side. He later served as the face of Blue Bloods, another enduring hit. Tom gained a new generation of admirers by portraying Commissioner Frank Reagan as someone with power, responsibility, and heart. But there are usually shadows along with stardom. During California's extreme drought in 2015, Selleck was accused in the news of stealing water from a public hydrant. Nearly 1.4 million gallons of water were delivered to his Hidden Valley Ranch by a truck that made multiple runs to a hydrant, according to the Calgis Municipal Water District. The normally quiet and discreet star was negatively portrayed in the media maelstrom that resulted from the story. In the end, Tom paid more than $21,000 to resolve the conflict. Although he never acknowledged any wrongdoing, the issue damaged his otherwise impeccable reputation. Another rumor from his past then surfaced. A potential affair with his former neighbor, the renowned actress Sophia Loren, was the subject of circulating rumors. In the 1980s, the rumors drove tabloids, although Selleck subsequently stated that nothing improper ever occurred. Even his wife, he said, knew what was going on and had full faith in him. However, rumors tend to last longer than the reality in the realm of celebrity. Blue Bloods was criticized more recently for how it portrayed race and policing. The show was accused by some viewers of giving a limited or antiquated perspective of law enforcement. Despite not publicly responding, Selleck's quiet further increased interest in his personal opinions. All attention turned to a peaceful area of his expansive house. Amid these highs and lows, there's something waiting. Something related to these very disputes. In Ventura County, California, Tom Selleck's house is much more than just a place to live. It reflects all of the things he has strived for. His estate is spread across 60 to 65 acres of lush property, tucked away in the quiet hills of Hidden Valley. The property, which was formerly an avocado farm, now serves as a subdued reminder of his lengthy transformation from struggling performer to Hollywood star. In 1988, when Selleck was at the top of his game, he purchased the property. By that time, he was one of the most familiar faces on TV because to Magnum Pie, it was the ideal time to design a hideaway from the limelight. He was able to live on his own terms at last at the estate, which was surrounded by vast skies and undulating meadows. The ranch has a timeless beauty because to its Spanish colonial architecture, which includes warm colors, clay roof tiles, and arched entryways, with expansive verandas overlooking fields that were formerly planted with avocado harvests. The house is peacefully surrounded by more than 1,500 natural trees. The serene setting reflects the serene and grounded aspect of Selleck's character. He frequently rides and cares for his animals on the open paths, expansive pastures, and horse stables. The ranch is a haven for someone who has always appreciated seclusion and simplicity. However, he did not get this comfortable existence by chance. Selleck endured years of rejection prior to acquiring acres of land and a house valued at millions. To make ends meet, he resorted on modeling and modest television gigs. He even missed out on playing Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark at one point, since he couldn't do both due to his Magnum Pie contract. Many performers could have been destroyed by that lost chance, but Selleck handled it with quiet fortitude. He maintained his focus, and eventually he achieved success, albeit in a different way. Even though his house is large, not every area of it is bright. One area that appears to contain more than basic luxury is located beneath the tiled roofs and behind the serene expanse of its open fields. His private memories are housed here, along with truths that Tom has long kept hidden from the world. There is more to Tom Selleck's garage than just storage. Under one house is a world of success, secrets, and memories that have been meticulously kept. The sight is stunning when the enormous metal doors open. Cars that tell the tale of a guy who has lived many lives. As an actor, a family man, a rancher, and a quiet dreamer are arranged in perfect order and shine in the soft light. For a Hollywood star who decided to live in the country, the collection is ideal. Vintage automobiles coexist with tough trucks and useful agricultural machines. Every one of them has a unique backstory and ties to various phases of Tom's life. One of them is his formidable 1953 Dodge Power Wagon, which is valued at about $85,000 and is a favorite for off-road excursions over his expansive ranch. Next up comes the daring 2001 Hummerhone, which is valued at roughly $135,000. His 1985 Jeep CJ7 embodies his lifelong passion for open-air drives and the freedom of country living, while his 1970 Dodge Challenger adds a dash of vintage power and represents his love of rugged, useful machines. However, the $3 million 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB is arguably the most striking. A brilliant red reminder of the success and glitz that accompanied his Hollywood stardom. Nearby, the $40,000 1945 Willys MB Jeep stands as a testament to tenacity and fortitude. Reports state that he also has a 1928 Bentley, a Porsche 928, a BMW M5, and a BMW 128 Ti in his collection. Every one of these vehicles has significance. The Bentley for his passion for classic cars, the Porsche for his ascent to fame, and the BMWs for tranquil weekend getaways in the hills. His personality is reflected in each car in the garage. Elegant but grounded, refined yet useful. But this shop is more than just dazzling chrome and well-maintained engines. In one dark corner, behind a line of tall cabinets, is a hidden safe. Something that conveys a whole different narrative lies inside it. A little leather-bound journal. Its pages were written in faded ink and yellowed with age. Decades of Tom's innermost thoughts are preserved in the diary. Entries discuss his battles with stardom, the dissatisfaction of early parts, and the hurt of losing the Raiders of the Lost Ark role because of his Magnum Pie contract. I know they're keeping an eye on the property, as evidenced by the eerie 2014 note, "That truck at the hydrant again. I don't feel secure. I still dream about Magnum, but time passes," says another from 1987. A man who is both proud and tormented by his achievement is shown in these essays. While the automobiles represent his accomplishments, the diary reveals his regrets and anxieties. Even the weight of the water theft incident, the rumors of Sophia Loren, and the silent concerns about his family are hinted at. As the pages unfold, it becomes clear that the information about Tom Selleck's spouse and kids that is contained within those lines has the power to alter our perception of his apparently ideal life. Like Tom Selleck, his personal life has always seemed steady and peaceful. However, beyond that serene exterior is a tale of love, heartache, and silent decisions that molded him into the man he is today. In 1970, he married model and actress Jacqueline Ray for the first time. Tom was still figuring out where he fit in Hollywood at the moment, juggling modest assignments with lofty goals. Although the couple appeared to be picture perfect, Selleck's lengthy work hours and the industry's continual pressure caused them to gradually drift apart. Kevin, Jacqueline's son, was adopted by Tom during their marriage. He was given his name and raised with love and care. The pressures of a growing career became too much for the marriage to withstand, despite the relationship. The relationship ended in 1982, which had a significant impact on Tom. He may have concealed his loneliness behind the allure of his on-screen personas for years afterward as he concentrated on his career. However, a startling turn of events occurred when he met British dancer and actress Gilly Mack in the middle of the 1980s. Tom was instantly drawn to Gilly's spark while she was acting in the musical Cats. A casual conversation developed into a close bond. The couple wed in a low-key, covert ceremony close to Lake Tahoe in 1987. They pledged to live a life of loyalty and seclusion away from cameras and crowds. The birth of their daughter Hannah in 1988, a year later, completely altered Tom's life. He frequently said that having a child gave him a sense of fulfillment that nothing, not even fame, could match. Soon after, the Selleck family made their home on their expansive 63-acre ranch in the Hidden Valley of California. It became their personal haven, where they could dwell in peace and quiet, away from the cacophony of Hollywood. Tom planted flowers and grew avocados with his family, working the land himself. He enjoyed taking care of the horses and going on ATV rides with Hannah. However, there are storms even in paradise. Many avocado trees and oak groves were killed by years of drought, leaving a sense of loss in their wake. It served as a reminder to Tom that even the most exquisite things might deteriorate. This scenario is further complicated by the diary that was found in his garage. His personal hardships are evident in the worn handwriting and faded ink. Remarks about his worry of losing what he loved most because of celebrity, long nights on set, and missed family dinners. One entry alludes to anxious late-night phone calls. Another talks about silent vows to make amends and feelings of shame about missed birthdays. As a unique Hollywood success story, Tom Selleck's marriage and family life appear to be unbreakable to the outside world. However, those intimate remarks show a guy constantly attempting to strike a balance between fame, responsibility, and love. The true turning point in Tom Selleck's life is revealed when we move on to his legacy and what he wants to leave behind. Tom Selleck's career is regarded as one of Hollywood's most prestigious success stories, based on consistent brilliance and ethics rather than controversy or flair. His wealth, accolades over the years demonstrate his ability and self-control in selecting roles that complemented his quiet strength. Magnum Pie was his big break and the part that made him a global celebrity. Selleck, who played private investigator Thomas Magnum, enchanted audiences with his easy charm, comedy, and cool knowledge. He became a television legend as a result of the 8-season series. His performance earned him the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series in 1985. In addition, he received a People's Choice Award and multiple Golden Globe nominations, demonstrating that his popularity extended beyond reviewers to include audiences. Selleck made the switch to film after Magnum Pie with astonishing ease. His 1987 comedy 3 Men and a Baby made over $240 million worldwide, making it the biggest grossing film of that year. He became one of Hollywood's most bankable stars as a result of his success, which also led to other significant roles like Mr. Baseball, Quigley Down Under, and In and Out. He remained relevant for decades because of his ability to combine comedy with depth of feeling. However, Selleck's real breakthrough came in 2010 when he portrayed Commissioner Frank Reagan, the moral compass of a New York police family, on Blue Bloods. Selleck's performance has always been praised for its strength and authenticity, and the series has been a long-running hit. He demonstrated with Blue Bloods that he could still be the head of one of the most popular television programs after 40 years in the industry. He has amassed an incredible wealth, thanks to his success in both television and movies. According to current estimations, Tom Selleck has a net worth of approximately $45 million. His extensive TV work is largely responsible for this. According to reports, he makes about $200,000 for each Blue Bloods episode. In addition to being an actor, he has made smart real estate investments, especially in his 63-acre Hidden Valley Ranch, which is a symbol of his prosperity and a family home. Selleck is renowned off-screen for his compassion and dedication. When the studio refused to pay bonuses to the crew during Magnum Pi, Selleck individually gave each member $1,000 as a thank you. His off-camera legacy has been characterized by this kind of subdued friendliness. He is more than just a well-known actor these days. He is a television icon from the past. His steady presence, serene voice, and mustache have become symbols of trust and nostalgia, and he is admired for his professionalism, modesty, and timeless appeal. Nevertheless, despite his accolades, fortune, and decades of achievement, Tom Selleck's tale feels incomplete. What is in store for this legendary figure in Hollywood? Perhaps the last, most intimate chapter of his remarkable life may be revealed by what realities remain hidden behind the celebrity. Tom Selleck is still going strong at the age of 79. His love of telling stories is still as strong as ever, even though his steps may be slower and his days quieter. He has made it clear that he still wants to try new things. A return to westerns, or even a role in a contemplative thriller that reflects the wisdom of age could be in order. Fans may anticipate seeing Selleck's recognizable, serene demeanor in upcoming roles, as he has frequently stated that playing gives him meaning and keeps him connected to the art he loves. His future is not without doubt, though. Selleck has acknowledged having financial worries as Blue Bloods draws to a close. He stated in an interview that it could be challenging to preserve his cherished Hidden Valley Ranch if he were to quit working altogether. Despite its beauty, the estate is expensive, and he has discreetly admitted that his effort keeps the place in good condition. That fact gives his story a more vulnerable quality for a man who has centered his life on hard work and independence. Tom Selleck is still grounded, though. He frequently spends his days outside, roaming around the orchards that encircle his house, feeding his horses, and caring for the land. He strikes a balance between his daily existence and his stardom during these peaceful periods. Selleck continues to talk about his passion for acting and his wish to continue performing. Even if many of his friends have moved away from the limelight, he has stated in a number of interviews that he will continue to play a part as long as he can do it with integrity and truth. He is especially interested in going back to his roots by pursuing genres like thrillers or westerns that reflect his raw charm and serene fortitude. His admirers now view him as more than just an actor. They regard him as a symbol of perseverance, commitment, and integrity in a field that is always evolving. However, the future presents difficulties, just like any other phase of life. Selleck has spoken candidly about the uncertain times ahead as Blue Bloods draws to a close. It has been more than simply another acting gig for the long-running series. It has been a significant source of financial and emotional stability. He acknowledged in an open interview that if he stopped working altogether, it could be hard to maintain his large Hidden Valley Ranch. His greatest delight and greatest duty are the ranch, with its enormous expanse and rigorous maintenance. Selleck maintains a strong bond with his house and way of life in spite of these worries. He frequently spends his mornings outside riding across the hills, feeding the horses, or caring for his plants. These straightforward times spent working and enjoying nature are peaceful to him. According to him, this bond with the land helps him stay thankful and grounded while serving as a reminder of how far he has come since his early days of hardship. How do you feel about Tom Selleck's remarkable rise from stardom to quiet fortitude? Tell us what you think of his legacy now in the comments section.